Hello, my name is Jeremy Palmer. I'm 30 years old. I'm an English language and literature teacher in Colombia, and I teach grades 9, 11, and 12. One of my favorite units is the unit from the grade 11 McDougall-Littell textbook called Writers of the Revolution. I always choose 4 texts. The first is Sin is in the Hands of an Angry God by Jonathan Edwards. The second is The Crisis by Thomas Paine. The third is Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death by Patrick Henry. And the fourth, which is my favorite, The Autobiography by Benjamin Franklin. It's my favorite simply because it allows us to criticize him. We all know who Benjamin Franklin was. We all see him on the US dollar bills. And one of the reasons why we're able to criticize him is the fact that his 13 virtues are pretty flawed. This idea that perhaps if you master the first one, which is temperance, then the second and third and fourth virtue will be acquired or mastered with ease. Of course, we know that it is not that simple. So this allows us to be critical of one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. And it also brings the question back to the student in the sense that, well, if we disagree with Benjamin Franklin's main virtue, which is temperance, you don't agree with it, that's perfectly fine, then what is it for you? And this is where I step back as a teacher and I allow the students to think critically in the sense that, well, at the end of the day, we're never going to agree. Whatever you come up with, whether it's respect, integrity, frugality, or some of the other virtues that are listed there, perhaps they're in the wrong order for you, but we're always going to disagree, and everything that you say is open to refutation. So again, this allows us to focus on critical thinking. We agree to disagree, and we're in grade 11 now, so we've got to learn how to control our emotions, and we've got to express ourselves eloquently, and we've got to make sure that we respect other people's opinions. So I think it's a wonderful text to ensure that not only can we nurture critical thinking skills, but at the same time tolerance, because in a classroom of 25 students, such as the classroom that I have now, we're always going to disagree, and perhaps we disagree with this idea that we need virtues in the first place. Perhaps it's better just to wing it and just transform every 6 months or so. But this idea that we do need guidelines, we do need fundamental skills is still there. And that's why I think it's just a brilliant text that doesn't necessarily need to be taught to grade 11. It could be taught to any age group, because the importance of what we can learn from that text is ineffable in the sense that it should be a text that is taught to absolutely everyone, regardless if we're at school or not, simply because it nurtures great skills and it opens the room for debates. So what is that virtue? What is the most important virtue that we should all adhere to? So, thank you very much for watching the video. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than delighted to answer them. Thank you.